amount of food waste in our schools and grocery stores.
I'm Skit and I'm the Google Petabyte.
I'm Phaedra and I'm the Waste Management Petabyte.
I'm Sri Lakshmi and I'm a Curious Petabyte.
I'm Rhea and I'm also a Curious Petabyte.
I'm Vinay and I'm the Solution Petabyte.
I'm Sachin and I'm the Principal Petabyte.
And I'm Ram, the Delegate Petabyte.
Hey Rhea, nice to see you again after so long.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Vinny.
You know, the other day in the back of the grocery store, I saw all this unripe food being thrown away. Kind of makes you wonder, how do we recycle food waste?
I saw the exact same thing happen at my own school. All of the kids were throwing away either uneaten or half-eaten food. And you're right, how can we solve this problem?
I don't know, but we should do some research.
Yeah, well, why don't we go ask Google? Okay, Google, can you tell us more about food waste?
Sure. Here are the results. According to UNEP and the World Resources Institute, about 1/3 of all food produced worldwide is worth around $1 trillion. It's either lost or wasted in food production or consumption systems. The EPA had designed a pyramid to characterize the importance of food waste. Quoted from feedbackglobal.org, the website says that 1/3 of the world's food supply could be saved by reducing food waste, or enough to feed 3 billion people. For more information, please contact your local waste manager.
Wow, that was some very interesting information. Let's go talk to our local waste management expert, Tony Hayes. Hi, Tony Hayes. Can you tell us more about food waste?
Hi. We throw food away, but unlike traditional waste, food waste can be recycled and reused. According to the EPA, food waste generates methane, which is gas 21 times worse than carbon dioxide. Also, according to my staff, 14% of an average everyday landfill is composed of food waste. Loudoun County generates 17,000 tons of food waste annually. It would be great if someone created a model for the world to recycle food waste.
Wow, that was a big problem. We should find a solution.
Yeah, we should. Let's go to our solution petabyte.
Our team's solution is to create a non-profit organization. We call it Food Doc. First, our organization will bring awareness to the communities in Loudoun County about food waste reuse and recycling. Next, our organization will help with collect, connect, and compost. Through our website and mobile app, businesses can sign up for their food waste pickup. We will connect them to local food waste pickup companies such as Envirolation. For food waste reuse, we will connect them to local food banks such as Dulles South Food Bank. It will help if we get tax incentives for businesses. Here are some brochures about Food Doc.
Wow, I think the first step for create awareness would be to make our solution public. Maybe put it on Facebook or something.
Hey, that's a great idea. Why don't we tell our school all about this? Let's go to Principal Sachin of Stonehill Middle School.
Hi. None of the schools in our district separate their food waste. All their good and bad food goes into the same trash can. We do not have any programs to teach the kids to separate their food waste. We wish some nonprofit organization could create awareness in our communities. We also hope that the government could maybe make some tax incentives for the school. Maybe we should go to Virginia House Delegate David Ramadan for more to help make a mandate or even an incentive.
Well, fortunately for you and other schools in the district, we have a solution. Our solution is Food Doc. Food Doc is a non-profit organization that is dedicated to help reducing food waste. You can also visit our website if you have any questions. Here's a brochure to help you learn more.
Thank you.
I think that we should go talk to our Virginia House of Delegates member, David Ramadan, to see if he would like our idea as well. Hello, David Ramadan. We're here from Food Doc.
Oh, Food Doc. I read so much about Food Doc over Facebook and Twitter. I love how Food Doc is already reusing and recycling food waste in schools and grocery stores, as well as helping the environment by composting. I do have a question about Food Doc. Do you have any idea on how you're going to implement this?
Since we've already talked to 2 schools and 1 grocery store who will gladly use our solution, we think that we should continue expanding. The 2 schools are Rosalie Carter Elementary School and Stonehill Middle School, and the grocery store is Lowtown. We've also gone to Fresh World if they would also like it, and they said yes too. We're also planning to go to my own school, and we're going to present our solution to them as well. We also have McGill Composting, who will build us a facility if we manage to get 100,000 tons of food waste.
Great. I love where Food Doc is going. Start small, make the song, and then I will start thinking about creating tax incentives for food waste generating organizations across Virginia. Let's make reusing and recycling food waste great again.
We make the unwanted wanted.
Petabytes. You know how many zeros are in?
1 million. Well, actually, not 0. 6 zeros. 1 million zeros.
So is still David Ramadan the delegate over there?
Yeah. He's not.
He's not right now, but
He
when
was.
we were doing this, he was.
Okay, makes sense, yeah. Alright, so food waste. Everything that is thrown away is food waste, or what exactly is food waste that you are going to recycle?
Plan, you're good.
I mean, we throw food as garbage, right? So are you planning to recycle everything that goes in as garbage, or is there something specific that you want to select from the food?
Well, perishable food will be composted. Non-perishable food will go to the food pantry. And we'll sort out like what goes where, and we'll send it to the food bank or the composting facility.
Okay, just for an example, you were telling from a school, there's going to be some food waste from their lunch, right, after their lunch.
Schools and grocery stores.
So these are lunch which are not used by the people, or people start eating
We've
it
already,
and then?
yeah, we've already talked to the schools about this, and they actually really like our idea. They're actually very interested, as well as Lotte. So we're gonna implement it into them. In December, we're gonna make a video into the whole school, and it's gonna become quite big.
Were there any other ideas outside of the composting that you thought of first and then said, oh, well, maybe composting is better? How did you come to this solution?
So first we started off as taking everything like composting. We take the compost and then we add it on to food waste. We take both we take compost and then non-perishable food items. And then we realized that our process, we could make a really huge process where we could just have connection, like we can connect with the people taking the food waste to the compost facilities and connect the people taking the food to the food pantry. So it started from like the bottom and then it branched out.
So originally, we were thinking like maybe restaurants too. Like they would have an app on their phone, they'd click something, and we'd come, they'd click a button for transport, and we'd come with a truck and we'd pick it up and take it. But then we realized it'd be easier and better if we expanded.
So you're projecting yourself as a private company, or you're going to do it as a charity,
We're a non-profit organization.
non-profit?
We're just the connection part. We connect composting facilities and the food pantries. We just connect them.
Is that website working now?
Yes.
Huh? Very nice.
We
I
have an
a
app
mobile
as well.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here's our app. And we have everything about us, and you can sign up for your food waste ticket.
Who made this?
We did.
How do you do it? Do you guys know?
There's like
Yeah,
a
software.
Yeah.
It's
Started
like,
by HTML.
And then
this
right
is our
here
mobile
for
app.
our
I
website,
mean, sorry, our website.
right here for our website,
That's,
we use something called
our
Wix.com.
homepage.
Make it.
Yeah.
What we do,
Now called.
this is our Facebook. No.
Cool.
So we can actually get it real outreach, and then this is our contact page,
Okay, great.
and then this is our food waste blog.
Mhm. Cool.
How long did it take for you to create this?
About like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. The website took a lot longer.
Yeah.
Website is
So-
much better than this.
Our principal actually made it finalized that we're actually going to implement this idea into our school in December. So we got to start.
And so right here, we went to her to pitch our idea, and she really enjoyed it. And then right here was the other school. She enjoyed it too. So we're actually in December on the 20th. We're actually gonna make a video and show it to the whole school.
We're also going to my school and Leah's school. So
Farmwell and Sterling.
Did you encounter any problems along the way?
Yes. As we started, we had a pickup. Our first idea was a pickup service to pick up food waste and only do compost. But then we had the problem of cost, and we didn't know where all that money would be contributed into. So then later on, we thought of a connection system, so we didn't have to use that much money, but we still have the great effect of reducing food waste from schools and grocery stores.
Also, when we went to David Ramadan, we originally asked him for Band-Aids, but nobody likes Band-Aids, so we decided for incentives. Then we went to Matt Laterno, the Loudoun County supervisor, and we told told him about it, and he said that he actually might create incentives for schools and grocery stores to start separating their food waste from other waste.
But that was after you guys came up with so much food waste, right?
Yes.
How close are you guys to that goal?
What do you mean by goal? Goal
Because-
is in lots of
because you-
food waste?
Yeah, because you guys had to make a certain amount of food waste, right?
Oh,
So,
100,000 tons.
Yeah.
And then
So how are you guys going about like measuring that progressively?
Well, if we have all the schools, we'll definitely, and schools and grocery stores will definitely have.
So, when we went to the delegate, they told us to start small, like maybe in one corner of Ashburn, and then grow bigger. And hopefully when we grow bigger, we'll have enough to
What other kinds of costs do you foresee as part of the nonprofit, as part of?
As an organization, you need to have an office, like, and even to have an app or website, it costs money. And to have all these printouts, ink, the printer, paper, all that costs money. So we have at least some stock of donations so we can start expanding our organization. And
Major part is because we're a nonprofit and volunteers take their time out, we have to pay for the gas as well, which costs a lot.
What, did you do a cost analysis?
No. So we're partnered with Envirolation, and they want us to pay $55 per container of 2 tons per month. So they have volunteers in their business, so they could pick up the business's food waste and deliver it to any composting facility and food bank.
How did you guys come up with a nonprofit idea first?
David Ramadan, actually, we started off with an organization because we thought we need money. But then when we came to David Ramadan, he also said maybe we should do a nonprofit organization so we don't have to deal with a lot of money and such.
So did you actually go and meet David
Yes.
Ramadan?
Yes.
Picture. Yeah, here's the pictures with everyone that we had.
And this is David Ramadan.
We also met
The Dulles South Food Pantry manager.
Tony Hayes too.
Tony Hayes is we also went to the Fairfax County landfill and Mr. Russell Klein, a food waste management expert. And that's our food pantry, the Dulles South Food Pantry.
So throughout this process, what was the most interesting thing you learned that you didn't quite realize throughout this process, and the most important takeaway from it?
I think the most interesting thing we learned was the food waste is the biggest problem in the world right now.
And even though there's large amounts, just starting with our county, it does actually make a huge difference.
And also like simple things that you throw away could actually like feed someone else who actually needs that at the food banks.
So one man's trash is another man's treasure actually comes into play at this point.
Are you planning to extend this to households, or do you just want to restrict only to businesses and
Start
schools?
with schools and grocery stores, and if this works, then we're planning to go to households, restaurants, everywhere. We just want to start small first, and then see
You
how.
got
it
that
is.
advice from David Ramadan?
What other kinds of research did you guys do? What kind of resources did you consult? Obviously, you talked with a lot of different elected officials. Did you do online research?
Yeah, we
Yes.
we had government sources, like, we lived in Loudoun County, so we had like loudouncounty.gov. We had the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and
Along with waste management, that's a company currently running in California, and in Virginia they only collect trash. I don't think they do compost yet in Virginia. Well, we actually started the idea since on Loudoun.gov they said that they don't collect any food waste. We first thought that maybe we could add food waste since they already do compost with yard trimmings. But when we called AAA and Republic, they said they did not accept food waste, so then we just started of the organization.
Well,
Alright guys, that was very nice. This is one of the simple problems that we ignore every day, I think. But you guys did a very good job of researching and finding a solution.
Thank you.
Thank you. Glad to